What's the deal, my people? You know it is the Don Tony Teflon back at you, another one, and we are back here talking about this trailer. I told you I'd be back today, and I'm a man of my word. Phil the Issues Guy will be joining us in a little bit. When he gets up out of here, he'll be here. When he gets up done what he's doing, he'll join us. He has not seen the trailer, so we're gonna do a live trailer reaction with Phil when he gets here. We're gonna have that set up and everything else. Thank you for everybody out here joining the Don and everything else. Hopefully, you're having a good night and everything, and it's been a good day for you and everything else. It's been a little difficult times for the Don himself and everything else. But we in here and stuff. We in here. But before I start and stuff, I just want to say that, and I don't want to get things down on a bad note or anything like that. But I want to say, I lost a family member a couple days ago. Real good cat. You know what I mean? My man, 50 grand. His name is Alfonso Christian Lover. He's an actor. You can Google his name. You'll see him up there. And he passed away unexpectedly. And he's been on the channel before multiple times. He's come on here. He's done late night streams with us. He's done other streams and stuff. He's done a podcast with me up in here talking about hip hop and everything else. And if you ever watched his work, he was in the TV show The Wire. He played Andre Oldface, or Oldface Andre. And so I just want to dedicate this stream and, say rest in paradise, my brother. Hope you're resting easy, and thanks for being in my life as much as you have been and guiding me the way you have in life and stuff. And so I just want to give a shout out to him real quick and everything else, so that's what it is and everything else. Shout out to my man Alfonso Christian Lover. I always know him as Mickey. I always called him Mickey still. He didn't like that I called him Mickey still. But, always be Mickey to me. And, he's going to be missed. He's a really good brother. And so that is what it is. Again, if you want to check out his stuff, just, Google Alfonso Christian Lover. If you ever watch The Wire and you see Andre Oldface, I mean, that's him. I said he's been on the channel multiple times already and stuff like that. All right, so we're not gonna have a good night tonight. You know what I mean? Because I know that's what he would want. You know what I mean, and everything else. So we're gonna have a good night, and we're gonna talk about this trailer again. We're gonna show the trailer when Phil gets here, and we're gonna talk about the trailer and everything else and all that. So again, I thought it was a good trailer. It was great, kind of. I would say, you want to say it's a great trailer. I think, and people always thinking that they weren't giving stuff up. You know what I mean? I think they have given up a lot of stuff in the trailer that we could say. So let me say what up to the people who are here. My man Vincent Harper, salute to you, my brother. Regina's up in the building rocking with us. Sonic Your Boys always is up in here. Drunk Bishop is up in here. Raven 187 is up in here. Trez is up in the building. Wolf Spears up in here. Carter, all the way from Brazil, is up in here. What's up, my brother? Shorty Pooh, 80's up in the building. You know what I mean? I appreciate all y'all coming out here every time. Listen, I know how these streets of YouTube work. You know what I mean? And I know that, once people do stuff, people will imitate, and people will do their thing because everyone has the right to do what they want to do, and everyone has their own opinion, and everybody has a chance to put their thoughts out there and everything else. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So when you come here and you watch me and stuff like that, I know you could be other places watching other people. So I appreciate you being here with me. Don't think I ever take it for granted and everything else. But this is the number one show for the fans, by the fans, Teflon TV, home of From, and we gonna get into it. Let me do a couple of things. I didn't get a chance to put this on. This should have been on, this background stuff. This is it right here. And I will put the thing about that and everything else. You know what I mean? I'll put the we'll start the show officially when Phil get here and everything else. But yeah, so I dropped a new video and stuff, and I've been thinking about it a lot and everything going through the trailer. Now, when I first dropped my first initial trailer, I watched our trailer one time, and then I put that video out there, and I do believe I got just about everything right. I think I missed on one thing in there because I couldn't make it out because it was too small. But everything else, I think I got right on there, except for that the people inside the church. Obviously, the people inside the church, that it's definitely 100% a funeral. I don't think, if anyone doesn't think it's Kenny's mother, I don't know how. It's not Kenny's mother. It's guaranteed to be Kenny's mother in there. When you see Boyd carrying the body in the church, he's going to lay the body out there on the church. He puts the body out there. That's why he's carrying it through the church. And then that's when everyone's going to sit down and have the funeral for her. It can't be anyone else. I know a lot of people, I heard people say it's Christy, and I understand why people would say it's Christy, but if you are saying it's Christy, then you're wrong. I'm be honest. You're wrong. All right. It's not Christy. Christy ain't go out like that. She may go out, but she ain't going out like that. Because the bottom line is this. If you have the whole town that is there, that is here to worship, take care of you. Now, Christy's a doctor for everyone, and I'm sure she would get that. You know what I mean? But we have the whole town pull up. There's a couple of people the whole town pulling up for. You know what I mean? Boyd, the whole town pulling up for. Donna, people gonna pull up for. But Mrs. Lou they're gonna pull up because she feed everybody. She feed everybody in Colony House. She feed everybody in the town. She's 100% innocent of this whole situation. That there's no one that could say a bad word about that woman in this whole place. So it makes more sense that it's her. And again, when we see the carriage, the wheelbarrow being pulled, we can easily see that it's Jade is down there pulling that wheelbarrow too. Jade would not be pulling that wheelbarrow if it was Christy. There'd be no reason for him to pull that wheelbarrow. He don't care about Christy like that. But he do care about Kenny's mom's like that because he lived with him and she like a mother to him, and she the one who got him to figure out how to get the power and everything else. So I don't think that it should be in question that it's there's no bait and switch going on here or anything like that. I think it's 100% her. I think that's what it's going to be. She's going to pass away. Funeral scene, and when you look at the funeral scene, we're going to play it again. I'll play the trailer when Phil gets here. But you can see you can see it straight up that Ethan gets up and has flour and walks towards it, right? Ethan's not going to get up and have flowers and walk towards Christy. You know what I mean? That's just not what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Ethan going to get up because this is the lady who made him pancakes, the lady who helped take care of him, play games with him and stuff. That's why Ethan's going to get up there. You know what I mean? So 100% is her. From downtown, thank you so much for the super chat. Very generous of you. You can see Christy in the back of the church with the audience. We're going to get to the picture. I didn't see her hair there. I looked at the picture. We'll pull the picture up in a little bit, and then we'll see exactly if her hair is there and stuff. One thing that I did see in there was someone in some Native American attire that I never seen before. That was interesting to me. And again, thank you for the super chat, man. I truly appreciate that. Sonic Boys like, so Kenny definitely ain't getting no booty. No. That's not true. That's not true. Let me tell you something, man. Sympathy is a card. And it's all about playing them cards you dealt. Sympathy is a card. I know personally, a dude whose family member passed away, and the hottest chick in the hood was kind of like best friends with this dude's family member. And he was broken up that his family member passed away. And I know he wound up sleeping with that chick. And she was never interested in him before. But I believe that it was most likely because of the situation that was there. You know what I mean? It's a card. You know what I mean? So I, that could get him some booty in the end. If mom's is going, Chrissy could be there comforting him, holding him, hugging him and stuff. He's crying on his shoulder and everything else. And then he just pulls back and looks at her, and she looks at him and she just says, fuck it, let me rock this man's world. Let me give him some type of pleasure in life right now. Because he ain't getting no pleasure right now. So let me give him some type of pleasure. I'm telling you, it happens. It happens. I've seen it happen myself. Nisha says, if the body in the barrel is Christy, she could be injured from the trap, but not dead, just can't walk. Now, it's that trap hole situation. I don't know if you watched the video I put out there. Today I put a video out on it. And if you haven't watched it, please go check that out. When the stream is over or whatever, we'll talk a little bit about it. That Christy getting caught in the trap. Now, when you see Boyd in the video and he says it's an ambush, I don't think he's talking about the creatures in the town, the nightmare creatures, the ambush. I think the ambush is going to be them dudes up in the cabin, the blood drinkers. Those cats. I think that's the ambush, that they get ambushed by these dudes. I think they put that trap out there. I think she gets caught in that trap. I think she's out there with Jade. She gets caught in the trap. Foot get caught up in the trap while she's out there. Because I think they're all going to have to start searching for food, right? Food is gone, right? So now we got to do a scavenger hunt. All hands on deck here. We ain't got no food. We got to find something. You can't just sit there. So everyone's going to have to go in the forest and start, looking for shit, whether it's berries or anything. You got to find something. Everyone's going to starve. So I think it's an all hands on deck situation. And they have the fact that Boyd went out there before and got a goat. And he also got, everything else they found. You know what I mean? So I think it will be a situation where it's all hands on deck. Everybody's going to go out there and start looking for it, right? They're going to start looking for food. Christy go out there. She get bagged up in the bear trap, right? And when she get bagged up in the bear trap, then them crazy people in the cabin come and grab her up and bring her ass back to the cabin and kidnap her. And now she's out in the cabin. And then that's when you see, then now you're going to get Kenny to spring into action. You know what I mean? Because Kenny going to be all distraught and stuff. But once this girl get bagged up, that's going to snap him back to reality. And now Kenny got to go out there. And I think when you see the scene with Kenny and Jim, I think that's what they're out there doing. I think they're out there searching for her because she's been captured by these people in the cabin. The cabin in the woods. I mean, the cabin in the woods movie may not be too far off of what we got going on here. You know what I mean? Burrito. Maybe the new ambulance shows up while the main cast is out searching the forest, and then the ambush happens. Yeah, I think they're getting. So I don't know if the ambush is actually the creatures ambushing them. We have seen no signs from this show that an ambush, that they're capable of doing an ambush like that, or a skill or type of attack. An ambush is like you sitting and you waiting. Now these people ain't out in the daytime. They come out at night and they walk slow. So I don't know if they can pull an ambush off. I think an ambush, you got to be sitting, laying in wait, waiting for people to get close and then springing it on them. I don't think the creatures are capable of pulling an ambush. So that's why I think it's going to be these people in the woods, in the cabin. I don't think that's a dream that Jade's having there. I know a lot of people saying, it's a dream. I don't think this one's a dream. I think that this is what it's going to be. I think that these people in the cabin are real and they're really out there and they may eat people. And they might just eat people. Father Daniel says, I saw an EMT worker and a new ambulance. And I believe it's some new people. Yeah, they are definitely new people. I think the EMT worker is dead in the street. You see him lying out there. And then there's a police officer, woman, that's out there. I think she jump out the back. And, listen, there may be a serial killer up in that motherfucker. We don't know. If there's a police officer in the ambulance, usually that means they're transporting a criminal. Could it be a situation like that? Some mass shooter or something like that guy. And then they wind up there. And now the cop come out there, guns blazing. Could be a situation like that. They got some cat up in there locked up and then they die. Oh, thank you so much. This is really sweet of you to do that. From Downtown 296 with $20 super chat says, that makes perfect sense, especially when they were saying the new people, the new threats. And Martin told Boyd that the monsters were just the tip of the spear. Perhaps the blood drinkers are worse than the night walkers. 100%. And I was going to add that to my video that I did today. I was going to put the Martin comment in there and I didn't. I was trying to put it as fast as I could. But I agree with you 100%. Yes, Martin said it straight up. They're just the tip of the spear. And he said, oh, I hated the town, but there's other things out there besides the town. Now, these guys, these cannibals, we can call them for lack of a better word right now, are the new threat. And, I think when you come down to it, human beings are worse than anything. No matter what you say. You can always say lions, tigers, and bears. Oh, my. Right? You can say all these things, but ain't nothing as bad as other humans. Humans do despicable things to each other. All right? Nothing is as bad as that. So when you got all these other humans out there who are living this offbeat lifestyle, right? Living this lifestyle, this going crazy and stuff. You don't. It could be anything. They're willing to do anything to you. Look at all the medieval weapons that human beings made just to kill motherfuckers. Like, you don't need a lot to kill a human being, right? But look at the medieval, the guillotines and the Iron Maidens, and these devices were just made to kill people. Like, oh, we got to make something worse. Put them in an Iron Maiden. Let's put some spikes in there, close it on them. Oh, let's get a guillotine so we just chop his head right off. Human beings are sick. So I would say that, these people in the cabin are the new threat. They're the problem. That's what they're going to have to go up against. We don't know if they got guns, but if that cop's got a gun, Kenny's got a gun. How many guns they got in town? They got a few guns. Donna and them got some rifles in there, right? Donna and them got some rifles. Kenny's got a handgun. Boyd's got a handgun. Sarah had Boyd's other handgun that she was going to blow her brains out with. So we know they got like 3 handguns. This chick will make 4 handguns. How much ammo they got, we don't know. We know they got some shotguns and they got some rifles, right? So they prepared to go to war. They just got to be able to get up there and get back before they get caught by the creatures and everything else. That's what it really comes down to and everything else. But they got the guns to handle these cats. They just got to go out there with the manpower and get it popping. Hey, thank you so much from Downtown. I truly appreciate it. You called it. I asked you on the prior show and you said humans were worse. Good call. Thank you very much. Thank you for the shout out and the recognition. I think that, a lot of people could learn from that right there. A lot of people come up with things, people like me come up with theories and stuff. And I see other people go on Reddit and all these other channels and stuff and be spitting out theories that I made up and a couple other people made up. And it really ain't hard to give somebody credit, man. It really ain't hard to say, instead of saying, well, I heard some other people say, just say the person's name and give that person a shout out. You know what I mean? Because I look at it like when I make up a theory, I look at my theory like a comedian's joke. Now, David Chappelle wouldn't steal Chris Rock's joke and go out there and act like it's his own. And if you are a comedian, you do steal somebody's jokes, you get shamed for it, right? Because that's not what it's supposed to be about. We all have the right to make jokes, but you don't need to be stealing other people's material. You know what I'm saying? So I think, people just give people the credit that they deserve, man. It ain't hard to do. Thank you for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. Father Daniel says, I wonder of these cabins folk are real people or entities like the monster. So that's what it comes down to. Now, listen, what are they? Now, me personally, I think that aliens are involved, and y'all know I made that theory up, and I'm not going away from that theory whatsoever, right? The aliens are involved, but I think the aliens are captured, I don't think the aliens are out there just doing stuff to people. I think that person is being held hostage too by human beings, right? So these people in the cabin, are they the people that are controlling these monsters? Because we see the monsters drop at a dime all the time, right? We see them stand, they'll turn around, they'll walk away. They always do stuff like that. You know, we always catch them doing these things, right? So are they controlling the monsters? That's one thing. It seemed like when we looked at the guy, he looked a little weird. Maybe I'll pull up these pictures real quick. What up, Mostly Insane? What up, Real? The professor's in the building. Let me see if I can pull up some pictures until Phil gets here. I should still have this window open, right? All right. Let's go. All right. And when you look at this dude right here, the thing that stands out to me, I'm zooming in a little closer. All right. Now this looks like straight old blood. Like that. This doesn't look like new blood. This looks like dried up blood stains, soaked blood up in there, right? Like that blood that ain't a little bit of blood there. That shit is soaked up in there, right? 100%. So it looks like it's soaked, the blood right over there on his arm. His fingers, the tips of the fingers are really dark black. You know what I mean? Like it looks almost frostbit. You know what I mean? It looks almost frostbit, his fingers tips right here. You know what I mean? So it's easily could be something other than just a human to have those tips of his fingers like that. I don't think Martin's tips of his fingers was like that and everything else. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the way it was at all. You know, but those tips of his fingers definitely look extremely black. Now the clothing that he's rocking, you can see this is an old school type of scarf here. Now these people may have lived, this person may have lived an incredibly long time, or he could have been plucked out of his time and put over here, right? It could be a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? It could be, you know, something else. Oh, let's Sweet P. What up to our girl Carla Way in the building? As soon as Phil gets here, we're gonna start the show and we're gonna play the Carla Way song. Sonic Boy, Sweet P says, unless they are vampires, the clothes say vision replay, but they're out in the sunlight here, so they would have to be some day walking vampires for them to be straight vampires. I mean, they're on some vampiric stuff. I mean, we have to assume that it's blood that he's drinking out of there. I don't think he's got no milk in that motherfucker. Like, you know, listen, everyone likes milk. There's nothing wrong with having a glass of milk here and there, right? Everyone's good there. But I ain't never seen no one drink no milk out of no damn skull. I ain't never seen that shit before. Not saying it ain't happened. I ain't never seen it. So we gotta assume it's a skull. Is it beer? I don't know if it's beer. Did he go to the bar first and grab up their moonshine, their hooch they got up in that shit? What they got? Potato vodka they're making there, right? Damn, they ain't gonna have no more potatoes, so they can't make no more vodka. This town's gonna suck. They got no weed anymore because the soil right now is fucked up, right? So they can't plant nothing in the soil. So that means they ain't got no weed. They ain't got no alcohol. They ain't got no food. There's something going on here. The Street Piece says not all vampiric beings are the same, but a time warp or plucked out of time. So see, I'm not an expert in vampires. Let me be clear about that. I am not. I am not expert. I know the basics about vampirism. They drink blood. They don't come out in the daytime. They can't see the reflection in the glass. They ain't got no shadow, and they bite you. You turn into one. All right. I know that. I don't know anything else besides stuff like that. So if there's different vampiric beings, I am not privy to that. You know, a lot of my vampire stuff comes from comic books and shit. So, and everything else. And Sweet Pea says it's great to be here. And it's great to have you here, Sweet Pea. I'm calling you Sweet Pea. It is Sweet Pea, goddammit. I see that as Sweet Pea 1776. All right. It's great to have you here. I appreciate you being here and rocking with us and everything else. 100%. I wonder if they knew about each other, the blood drinkers and the night walkers. Now, let me see if I want to. Let me see if I could grab this. Where would I have to put it if I could get it real quick? One second. Let's go into that folder. What folder do I have open so it just goes right to there? From season 3 is in. From season 3 is pictures. All right, pictures. Where is this damn folder? Boyd. Oh, right here. Save it in there. All right, so it should be in there. Let me go. Let me go into. Let me see if I can find this picture now. Should be there. So I just added it. So I don't know where they would add it at the end or the beginning. I have to pay to the beginning. There we go. All right. So I did a high res picture. I beefed it up a little bit. I took the distortion away of the map that is inside of Victor, the Victor's map that he has inside the Peach truck. All right. So I put it up. So if we look in a couple of spots right here. Oh, let's take the super chat. Thank you so much. It says, as always, I enjoy the show and the conversation. I hope it's going to be a great season. I hope so, too. I hope so. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I did put the music on. It's a little loud, though. It's not supposed to be that loud. There we go. All right. All right. Thank you again, Sweet Pea. Very generous. Very generous. Thank you. All right. So this is a picture of the map that Victor put out there in his that's it. That's inside the Peach truck. This is one whole thing of it. All right. So we go by the map here. We can now he's got it. Let me go to the actual. I'm not going to be able to see y'all for a second while I do this. Let me go to the actual thing so I can bring it up and I can zoom in on stuff. So right here, there's a number. You got 74. Don't know what that means. And this seems like these are dates. Like this is 17 something something. This looks like 1611 or something like that, right? But over here on this section of the map, he has the arrow. One going this way, one going that way. I don't know what this symbol is, but we're going to say that these arrows are trees. These are trees right here. And out through the trees, there are two houses by themselves over here. Now, we could say that these houses over here, and then there's one house all the way at the end by itself. These two right here at the edge of the woods by themselves. And it's got like brown stripes, making me think that this could be the log cabin that we're seeing, that we see those two houses. It could be on that side of the map away from everybody. And then in the background is more trees. There's more forest going on here. He's got this weird symbol here. Don't know what that symbol is. I heard Phil chiming in. But then again, here you go. Inside the woods themselves, there's a house that could be considered a log house. But there's a yellow house right by it. So I'm going to assume that this could be the town itself, around the town. Because we've seen yellow houses in the town. So it could be, I don't know why that 74 is there. What does that 74 mean? But that house here, but these houses, and then this is number, he's got this marked as 3. Right? So this could be the third. Now, where's the 1 and the 2? Is this 2 right here? You would have to find the 1 then. But he also has the full moon and half moons going on over here on this.
Is the 1 next to the house right there?
Which one is that? This right here?
Yeah, is that a 1?
That could be a 1. That could be section. That could be 1. And then that would be 3 in this section. And if this is 2, that would be the second section. But this could be the houses that we see. Now that Phil is here.
Hi, everybody.
Now that you are here, we can actually watch the trailer and everything. I don't want to give away anything without watching the trailer. We can come back to this map real quick and everything else. It's not 74. It's 1174. And these are more dates above too. Jackie says the revolt of 1173 and 1174 was a rebellion against King Henry II of England by 3 of his sons, his wife Eleanor, and their supporter rebels.
Huh.
That's very interesting. Yeah, some of them do look crossed out and stuff. All right, let me get over here and find this video.
And hey, how's it going, everybody? Boys and girls, welcome. It's Uncle Phil. Welcome back. Welcome, everybody. I can't wait. Even before I even watch this trailer, I'm absolutely excited that it's September 22nd. It's a lot sooner than we thought. I think we were thinking, or I was thinking around October, that November-ish that they would get it, but coming out in actual September, like really like right after the summer. We don't have much time to wait, Tony. Like this is happening. This is happening really, really soon. Like we don't have to wait much longer. This is happening.
No, this is going down. All right, are you ready, Phil?
I'm ready.
And this is Phil's first look at the trailer. Pull out full screen for you. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Who's that? Wait, what's happening? Who's she? No, I'm kidding. That's
like a dream.
It was an ambush.
How many did you save?
Just like a dream.
not
You did
many.
everything you could do. And you lost.
Like a dream.
Look, we're still in this thing,
The day you walked away.
but we have no idea what we're dealing with.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, Kenny's Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. Ooh. Oh, you gotta throw that loft right in my face. Don't worry.
Things are getting worse around here, aren't they?
Oh
Boy,
shit, Sherlock.
we're out of food.
Too many things are changing. I have to remember.
Remember what?
What's missing?
Open the
game
door.
here is rigged.
How's the boy and one still at the same age?
No matter what this place throws at us, we're gonna find our way home.
What's it, the cowboy guy, the dude that you talked to on the radio? That's who it's got to be, right? That's who's calling,
Everybody
right,
just talks
Tony?
about
It's
how
got to be that
afraid
kid,
they are
right?
of dying. Well, I don't think that's the worst thing that can happen to you here.
Oh my God, they're setting traps for them. Wait,
Hello?
we've
I could
got your wife, Jim.
You looking for these?
into my life.
You can't save them all.
But they don't want to kill him, Tony.
Really hard than you see.
He's Arnold in Predator. They don't like the way his skull looks. It doesn't fit into the game. The game is hurting everybody for him. Wow, that was a good trailer. Really good. Throw a lot of stuff at us. Unlike other trailers that they've put out or other things, this was a lot. Like I don't even want to begin to start with this until we get into pictures and stuff, because there's just so much there that they throw at you. And usually when they do trailers like this, most of this is probably from the first couple of episodes.
I would think it would probably first 3, 4 the most.
Yeah, probably. Usually when they do this, right? They don't really shoot. Maybe 1 or 2 of scenes that we see in there is from towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but the majority would be from the early. We're gonna use your calling number tonight, Phil.
I don't have it set up. Give me a few minutes to set up.
Yeah, we'll use his number tonight. That'll be the calling number that we use as Phil.
Yeah, I'll set it up. I'm just getting in, so
yeah, when he sets it up and everything, we're gonna go through some pictures and everything else and all that good stuff. But right before that, now that we're ready to start.
But that was a good trailer, Tony.
You did like the trailer.
I liked it. I liked the pacing of it. I'm not a big trailer person in the sense, like, I'm not quite Bridge in the way that I just try to avoid them altogether, but I don't go out of my way to watch trailers because I like to be surprised when I'm watching the thing right out. But this one did a great job of not showing us a lot of stuff we've seen in the past and not showing us too much new stuff. A few of those things mixed in, those scarecrow looking things that we see towards the end, and a couple of other moments. Obviously, everything with Tabitha is new-ish, but really it was more reminding everyone of everything. And we've been talking about this in all these off-season streams about wanting these things, the nightmare creatures specifically, to be more menacing again. And it looks like something's changing in their game to let them get through. Maybe the what do you call it? Don't work anymore. Talismans don't work anymore for some reason. Maybe they can move at different times. I have to watch the trailer again. One of them out during the day was one at one point.
Yes. You want to watch it again?
Yeah, one more time. Boyd was talking to him during the day, right?
Yeah, we could play it.
Yeah, just show it one more time, and I'm going to shut the fuck up and watch it.
How do I just? Why does it say no full layouts? How do I just pull it up again? Jesus, present. I guess I gotta stop it to start it again. That makes no sense.
You're like a lion looking for his mate. Present. Damn it.
Jesus Christ! All right, here we go. We'll run it back.
Okay, one more time.
Oh my God.
Like a dream.
It was an ambush.
How many did you save?
Just like a dream.
You did the only thing you could do. And you lost.
Like a dream.
Look, we're still in this thing,
The day you walked away.
but we have no idea what we're dealing with.
Unfortunately. Feel your heart be like a dream.
Things are getting worse around here, aren't they?
Boyd, we're out of food.
Too many things are changing. I have to remember.
Remember?
The game here is rigged. Why can't they leave us alone?
No matter what this place throws at us, we're gonna find our way home. Everybody just talks about how afraid they are of dying. Well, I don't think that's the worst thing that can happen to you here.
Hello?
Like a dream.
You looking for these?
into my life,
You can't save them all.
but things are really hard than you see.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, we played. What's going on here, man? Jesus Christ, boy, trying to get us banned.
Yeah. Trying to get the stream taken back.
All right, second time around. How did you feel about it again? Watch it twice.
Okay, it definitely amps up the intensity, and some of the things that stood out to me immediately was Donna. Donna seems really off her game, and I'm not talking about like the performance, like the actress that seems off her game. Like she seems like this place is starting to really get to her. And there's a quick flash in there that I didn't notice the first time of her like curled up in a mirror, kind of looking at herself in a horrible way, like she's disgusted with herself.
Yep.
And also a couple of moments that we've been maybe searching for. This seemed to be like a town meeting kind of moment situation, which maybe we'll finally have everyone just organize all of our thoughts. And also seeing, correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah and I was gonna say Scott. Has Sarah and Scott ever talked on Sarah and Victor ever talked? Seeing them interact was really kind of exciting because those are two of the people that seem a little bit more tapped into what's going on some level. So it would be cool to see them interact, and we see them specifically in the scene in the trailer, which is something. Another thing, I know I agree with you. I was listening to you a little bit before you started. I'm on this trailer does not look good for Kenny's mom, but
yeah,
Chrissy's not barely in it too. She's only in it once, and I don't think she's going anywhere, but they're definitely making her fate seem a little up in the air. I think we only see her in that one quick shot, and then we don't really see much more of her. And what's Ethan doing? Opening the door? Are you an idiot?
Open it. So I said in my video, the only way this makes sense to me is if somehow that nightmare creature can impersonate his mother's voice.
Right. That's a good call. And the boy in white looks. We got a boy in white shot, and I don't know if they're giving that kid like the I'm just gonna say like the drugs to keep him looking young or something. But he doesn't seem to be aged that much. So
Yeah,
that looks good.
Not at all. King Nico, Chrissy got the leg on, white boots. He might be in the cart. No, the cart's not Chrissy. I guarantee you that. We're gonna go through the pictures right now, and I guarantee you that it's not Christy in the car. They gave it away who it was in this car, in this trailer. It's obvious who it is, and anyone who doesn't think it, I mean, we're gonna go through it right now. But it definitely is not Christy in that damn car. I can guarantee you that it's 100% Kenny's mother. I mean, that's what it is. I'll be honest with you. All right, so we did the map a little bit. We come back to the map. All right, we start off with the make sure everyone can see it. We start off with the scene of Tabitha inside the hospital from last season. All right, we see the reflection in the window. Let me just say this, because I've heard people say that's not her reflection. It's a blonde-haired woman. This is her. All right, let's put that to bed for real. Let's not talk about that anymore. We got better things to talk about.
Yeah, that's polishing in the turd a little bit too much. I think that's her.
Yeah, this is her, man. I mean, come on. This is her. And again, Phil's gonna set up the call-in line. Y'all can call in and ask us questions.
Yeah, it's set up. If people want to call in, it's open up. It's
set up now?
Yeah.
What's the number?
I'll put it in the chat. 781-990-8509. Again, 781-990-8509. And if we somehow miss your chat and you want to text in that number, you can text that number as well. But we'd obviously love to hear your voice.
Exactly. Especially if you're a lady.
All the ladies in the world.
We see it in the hospital. Listen, the song playing is like dreams, is what they keep saying in the song. Dreams, dreams, dreams. So I still think it could be significant that these motherfuckers is all sleeping and they're in a coma somewhere, or they got some GPS, or they got some type of Oculus Quest on their head and they're laid up somewhere. Because every time it's always something with dreams. We see the dream catchers. They call them the nightmare creatures. And then they got the song with the dreams. It's always something with dreams. So it definitely could still be some type of dream situation.
So you think it could be a peripheral situation going on of some sort, or not exactly like that, but something to that effect?
Yes, yeah, Avatar situation.
An Avatar situation. I mean, it is possible. I think you've talked about this a lot, about depending on how they handle the Tabitha's body situation, whether it will be a big detector of that. So that's why I definitely don't think we're going to see Tabitha's body, because then that sort of figures that out already. Oh, we got a phone call. This seems to be from out of the country, Tony, from country code 44. So let me answer this because they're paying to call us. Let me see if I can get this working. Wait, if you call back in if you can. Oh shoot. Welcome to the show, area code country code 44. What's going on?
Hey, it's Taryn. How's it going?
Going well. How about yourself? Oh, great to see you, Taryn.
Mr. Matheru, what's going on, man?
I really enjoyed the trailer.
Is there any way we could turn them up a little bit, Phil? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm having some audio issues with it. We might need to use your phone number for right now, Tony.
All right. And I can't share the screen and it at the same time.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll see if I can fix it.
Is Taryn still there?
Yeah.
All right, Taryn, go ahead. Tell me what you got, baby.
Well,
that's perfect.
First of all, I've noticed a lot of people discussing who is in the pictures behind the old man when Tabitha goes to visit that house. I can guarantee everyone it is 100% Eloise and Victor's house. There's even a picture of Eloise wearing the same sweater as she actually wears in the flashback scene with Victor and in behind the scenes photos with the actress. So it's 100% Victor's dad's house.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, Taryn. Taryn, let me stop you real quick. It's about time somebody has agreed with me, because I have said this from the beginning, and people are telling me that this guy is not old enough to be Victor's father. And I think what happens with people, especially younger people, that you don't know, like you expect, like someone like Victor's father could be 68, 69 years old. You expect him to look like Joe Biden when you're young. But that's not what a 68, 69-year-old looks like. Denzel Washington is 68 years old, right? He could be Victor's
You know how
father.
old the actor is?
How old is the actor? I'm just guessing. I know Victor's character, Scott, said that he's supposed to be 50 years old in the show.
But I mean, this guy, this old man actor is 73 years old.
Oh,
which means he was probably around 16 when Miranda gave birth to Victor.
Perfect. So, all right. So we got at least we agreeing on something. I said this was the case. Everyone told me he was too young. They thought it was Eloise's husband. I said he's too old to be Eloise's husband. Because in the other picture, when he's outside, you can see he looks a lot older. Like you can see his hair is completely gray here. I don't know if you can see the screen time. But then when he goes inside, the tint makes it look a little more blonder inside for some reason. But yeah, this picture in the middle is definitely Eloise right here. And I told people too, I said, I've never heard of anybody in my life having a picture of themselves as a baby on their wall. The only time you have baby pictures on the wall is if you're a parent. So that is why I believe that this 100% is Victor's father. Go ahead, sir.
I totally agree with you. The other thing that we have to note is that he says to Tabitha, I guess you want to see the basement or something like that. When you go down to the basement and you can see that it has been left untouched, right? Almost like a shrine to Eloise. This place looks like it's been there a while. What does this suggest? This suggests that Eloise ran away, right? This is my opinion. It's not guaranteed, but I'm fairly certain that Eloise, she gets haunted by dreams when she returns. She has no memory of where she's been, except for these dreams of these Ankui kids and a few other things. Just like Victor's doing drawings, she's doing the same. And then I think that the dad, he seems like he's full of regret. He seems like he's very troubled. In my opinion, he didn't believe what Eloise was saying, and then Eloise runs away. And then, obviously, I think that Eloise is Tabitha's mom, that Tabitha copied Eloise's bracelet, which then creates the bootstrap paradox. But I think that Eloise ran away, and much of Tabitha's journey is going to be trying to track down Eloise, and then eventually she'll give up on the search for Eloise, go home to her mom. Her mom's probably going to be some sort of like art history lecturer. I wouldn't be surprised if Tabitha actually goes to see her at the university that she lectures at. And then I think that Eloise, Tabitha's mom, who obviously goes by a different name, probably married a Colombian man at a very young age. She would have had to have Tabitha at around 16 years old as well. So this would be a runaway girl. Eloise meets with a Colombian runaway. They fall in love. They have a kid very young. That kid turns out to be Tabitha. And then Eloise, going by a different name now, goes on to become an art history teacher, in my opinion.
All right, I'm with you. I'm with you on the first half. The second half, you lost me a little bit there, but I could see why you would think it. I don't think Tabitha and Victor are related. I've heard it before, me personally, and I understand why people say it. It's hard to deduce the laces, the laces and the straps and everything else. Like it's hard to come across that and everything with that. So I 100% understand why people come up with that, and it makes sense it makes sense right there. But I myself don't think that Tabitha is Victor's sister. Phil, what do you think?
I think whatever that first thing you guys were talking about must be true, because it's the first thing that you guys have agreed on 100%. So
Ever, right?
I think it's the first time you two have been 100% on something. So I'm going with whatever you guys said of that first thing is all. That's my piece. You know, I agree with you guys there. Damn theory crafters.
Nice, Phil. I like it a lot, Phil.
Yeah, but it would be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but I don't know if Eloise is Tabitha's Eloise's daughter. It's possible.
Well, Tony, I have one question for you.
Yes,
which
sir.
is, do you believe that by having the bracelet be made from Jim's dad's bootlaces, that the showrunners are hinting at a bootstrap paradox? And also, obviously, when Jade goes into the bar, he says to himself, this is a paradox.
Yes.
So my question to you is this: do you think it's a bootstrap paradox?
I do. I 100% agree in that. 100%.
Okay, so then my second question, my follow-up to you is, in order for a bootstrap paradox to exist, it requires somebody to copy an original and then the copy becomes that original, right? So what that means is Tabitha would have needed to copy the bracelet that she made from someone else's bracelet, and then that copy travels back in time via Jim, probably to 1978, ends up on Miranda's wrist. Maybe Jim says, I'm going to go do something risky, take this bracelet, get it to my family, whatever. And then that bracelet ends up going to someone close to Tabitha. Has to be someone close to Tabitha for her to copy that bracelet, right?
Yeah.
And the only person I can think of who would have that original that was on Miranda's wrist is Eloise. And the only way that Tabitha would copy that bracelet would be if it's someone close to her. And the only person that's been mentioned on the show that's related to Tabitha is her mom. And I've checked the dates, and I promise you it is feasible. It is feasible that Eloise is Tabitha's mom. The ages line up correctly. It would have to be a young pregnancy. It would have to be around 16, 17, 18 years old. However, we already know, just based on us agreeing, Tony, that Miranda had Victor extremely young, because this actor's only 73 years old, and we know that he is Eloise and Victor's dad. So that's my opinion here.
Yeah, I agree. It would make a lot of sense if Tabitha was her daughter. She's seen her mother's bracelet on her wrist, and then that's why she copied that whole bracelet and made it for out of Jim's father's laces. 100%. That 100% fits. If that's the case, that would be the reason why they would do that. 100%. And then that copy becomes the original, as the paradox would go. I would say that I agree in the time travel situation. 100%, I agree in the time travel situation. I'm more of an alternate universe type of situation that it's been done before, and that's why the stuff has already been like. I believe all these people have been in this place before, and this is just and they're pulling these people from alternate dimensions and starting over with the experiments.
Okay, well, it could be. My other question for you, I would love to hear your opinion, Tony. What did you think of those sort of doll-like constructs in the forest with all the nails driven into them? And have you noticed the hoodoo connection on the show?
Yeah, I called it voodoo, but it could easily be hoodoo, without a doubt. There's definitely some connection with voodoo or hoodoo, different forms from. It's really the same thing, but depending on what country that you're in and stuff, right? It's more of the hoodoo is more of a down south type Creole type of voodoo stuff, right? And in that, from what we know about hoodoo, right, and everything, from what we see in the movies and things like that they've shown, is that body snatching is what they do. Like, they have the ability to put their mind in somebody else's body and live their life through that person's body.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of hoodoo references on the show. Like, did you know, for example, that one of the ways that hoodoo practitioners, who are called root doctors, by the way, and we see a lot of roots on the show. Some of these dolls are made from roots. Katri's first name means roots. Obviously, we have the 3 roots on the symbol. And they were known as root doctors. One of the things they would do is they would paste newspapers on their walls to protect them. And obviously, Victor has newspapers on his walls as well. Another thing you might have noticed is a lot of people spitting on the show. Like Jade spits out his drink when he goes to the bar. Boyd, when he comes out of Martin's prison, he spits on the floor as well. And there's other instances of spitting on the show. And another thing that I thought I'd mention is that there's a scene where Christy mentions Elgin's aunt twice in a row, in a case of really emphasized writing. And I believe that actually what this show is referencing is an actual historical figure called Aunt Caroline Tracy. And I think that this character will actually appear in the 1860s timeline. And she will curse the boogeyman. Because here's another interesting thing about hoodoo. The main way that hoodoo cursed other people is that they would occasionally, they would curse them with animals inside them. This is worms, cicadas, usually insects of some kind. And isn't the boogeyman seemingly cursed by worms and cicadas? And then this curse bursts out of Smiley when it's passed on to Smiley. So in my opinion, in the 1860s, Caroline Dye, or Tracy, because she wasn't married then, it's one surname or the other, curses the boogeyman. And then in a much later timeline, in the current day, he's cursed with worms and cicadas, and that's why we see them. So it's actually the result of a curse on the boogeyman rather than being a part of the boogeyman's mythology. Just my thinking on that.
All right, no, I get down with you out here. It's a good theory. You know, we shall see if it comes true, but I think it's well thought out, and I think it's very good with the boogeyman and everything else. The hoodoo things, I definitely see a hoodoo situation going on here with those statues, you know, without a doubt. So listen, I know you believe in the magic, and I know you believe in the magic theory and everything else. I'm more of a science guy myself. I think it's more scientific than magic, but only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Can I ask you one last question before I drop off the call, and or I'll stay on until someone else calls in? But I have a question for you. If you saw Bigfoot on the show, would that change your perspective on the science fiction side?
If I seen a Wookiee walking around the show, I don't know what I would think.
Yeah,
if
like
I see
actual Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
I listen, I don't know what to think if I see Bigfoot. I don't know what I would
I
think.
know this sounds super crazy, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see Bigfoot on the show.
Oh man, see, Phil, is that a jump the shark moment if they show Bigfoot?
If this is a crossover with Harry and the Hendersons, I think it might go a step too far.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be a little too much to bring in Bigfoot.
Dude, I'm predicting it right now. Don't forget, okay? If you see Bigfoot on the show, Karen predicted it.
100%.
The 28th of July.
Yeah, you definitely get credit if they show Bigfoot.
You can have that one. I mean, unless it's a last action hero kind of situation where everyone's fears or everyone's thoughts somehow manifests into existence, and somehow Bigfoot shows up in a context like that where someone's afraid of that or has some sort of interfere, and it's a Stephen King or a that kind of situation where something just pops up and manifests itself to true, or last action hero where inanimate things can be animated somehow or something. But I'm doubting Bigfoot shows up.
Yeah, I can't see Bigfoot.
That's fine. When I found the clues that pointed me to this, I was like, you got to be kidding me. But I do think it's going to come up. Pretty much all of my theories are things that I personally think are kind of crazy, but I see the clues pointing me there. So I get it when everyone's skeptical, by the way. But I'm seeing stuff on the show, even in the trailer, that is making me think that parts of my theory are correct. And I'm very much looking forward to the time travel part starting. Like, I believe that Jim and Ethan will travel back to 1978, and Ethan is actually going to shoot his own granddad. Probably accidentally, but he will shoot him.
All right. I've never heard that before. I've heard a lot, but I never heard Ethan shooting his granddaddy. I never heard that one before.
It's going to be a grandfather paradox. Someone needs to kill their granddad. And Ethan mentions his granddad when they're discussing Julie dying and them potentially dying in the final episode of season 2. So I think that if there is someone who's going to shoot their own grandfather, it's potentially Ethan. And I believe some of Eloise's drawings, they're really crudely drawn, but it looks like a boy shooting someone with a gun. And then in another drawing, that's the same sort of style of drawing of the boy, has that boy holding a staff or some sort of stick. And I think that stick boy probably represents Ethan. And so if he looks similar in design to the one shooting, then we have to assume Ethan shoots someone. And then something that Sequence said, Real Enigmas and Theory said, is that he thinks that the gun Ethan might use to shoot his granddad could be Victor's gun. Maybe Victor gives him the gun in the same way that he gave him the jacket and he gave him the pencil case thing, and potentially he gives Ethan the gun when Ethan has to go on a quest of his own to protect him. Maybe.
All right. We'll see if that. Jim says, is that what dragged Boyd and Sarah in the woods? The Bigfoot, was that Bigfoot dragging the tent?
So believe it or not, in my opinion, Bigfoot is the good guy on the show, and he's currently trapped, probably chained up somewhere.
That tracks.
And he actually controls the crows, and he represents the sun. I know it sounds crazy, but my understanding of the show currently is that every timeline uses mythological figures that are currently believed in contemporaneously to the time. So in the 1500s timeline with John Cabot, it's like all these sort of Inuit and Bear Talk and Micmac mythical creatures. And in the current timeline, it's Bonhomme Setters, which is a Northeast Canadian sort of Sandman, boogeyman type character who blinds people with his by throwing sand in their eyes, and he puts them in a bag and he steals them away. And he lives in a hut in the forest, which is where I think the hut where Boyd finds talismans comes from. And then Bigfoot is the guardian archetype, and he controls the crows because he used to be Apollo. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'll just move on. And then there's also going to be a giant spider character that used to be Loki and a whole bunch of other mythical beings in past timelines. So each mythical creature, and by the way, the monsters are currently Newfoundland fairies, as far as I can understand. So that's where I think things are headed at the moment. And by the way, I also believe that the boy in white is a type of werewolf called loup-garou. So you'll notice when the boy in white and Victor and Ethan go for a walk in the woods, when Ethan's about to go and follow the boy in white, he gets stopped by his parents, and then suddenly a second dog shows up and starts barking at his parents, trying to scare them away. That's the boy in white trying to lure Ethan away and scare away Tabitha and Jim so that he can take him. I also think that we're going to see a hag type character, like an old lady, and I think that she's currently possessing Tilly, by the way.
All right.
And her symbol is the goat.
I appreciate.
So I've thrown a lot at you. And
You do every time.
I
appreciate it. We'll keep an eye out for all of that. Thank you for the call in. I know we got Shorty's about to call in right now. So yeah, thank you for the call. We appreciate you, man, taking the time out of your busy day, especially all the way out there in England. Appreciate all the theories you be dropping and everything else. We want to keep an eye out for all those things. Anyone sees those things, we know who made it up, and we'll definitely be the one. I'll be first to shout it out that you made that up. Believe you me.
Okay, man. All right, take it easy. Good luck next caller. Hope someone calls in soon. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bigfoot shows up in this show, Tony. He gets full credit.
Yeah, 100%. If Bigfoot shows up in this show, he get the credit 100.
But I will say I'll go with him a little bit here. If Bigfoot shows up, I do believe he would be the good guy because I have seen Harry and the Hendersons, and Bigfoot is a pretty good guy. We do have another call. This is area code 281. 281, welcome to the show. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Shorty 280.
Welcome.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm a little shy. I have not done this before. I haven't called. And I've been watching your streams for a while, Tony and Phil. So
thank you.
I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be. You're doing a great job. And take over. What question or comment do you have about the trailer of the show?
Okay, I want to go back to you guys are saying that there's Eloise on the wall, the picture of Eloise.
Yeah.
And that's Victor's dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I fully agree with that.
Why is that?
I'm leaning towards maybe he's probably one of the little girls' dad that Tabitha is seeing, the little girls in the white dresses. So he could be
Anna Kui was.
Yes. So he could be. Which one sees the little girls? Is it Jade or Tabitha?
Tabitha.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe he's related to one of the little girls, or it could be a situation.
Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor and mute your television in the background, or the?
Oh, what'd you say?
Mute the live stream in the background.
Yes. Is that better?
That's much better. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. That is better. Okay. So if that's the case, if we're assuming that's Victor's dad and that's Eloise's photo on the wall, then where is Victor's photos?
Victor's on the wall too. I mean, I don't know if you can see the TV right now, but Victor's on the wall also.
Can you go back to that picture then?
Yeah, I'll go
because
right
I feel
back.
like
I go back right here. So if you look here, this is Eloise, and then you look up, you see there's a guy and a little girl right here. All right, and then right here you see, which would be looks like a punk rock type Victor, right there,
in his emo phase,
right. And then you see the baby right there, and it's always the guy and the girl in those pictures. Then you see the full family shot right here.
Mm-hmm.
Guy, girl, mom, dad.
Okay. That looks obvious there. Okay, so that looks obvious. Okay, so that it's Victor's dad then. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it. It's
Now-
Victor's dad. And a lot of people didn't go with me on that one, but that's one thing me and Taryn actually agreed upon. That which is good. I like agreeing with him. It feels good to agree with him. It feels good.
Okay, I agree. So I have one last question for you, Tony. I know that you've been on this kick of Donna being the mole. So
Yep.
based on what we see, how Donna is freaking out and pretty vulnerable in the trailer, do you still feel like that she could be the mole?
100%. That it's all a game. It's all a game. It's all a game.
Yeah,
You know
guilt
what I
is
mean?
a hell of a drug, and it seems like I'm not 100% with Tony on it, but I'm getting in his neighborhood because she does seem like she's guilty about something in these trailers. Maybe I'm projecting because I've talked to you too much, Tony, but like I'm seeing guilt on her face in some of these moments that we're seeing, like when she's talking to Boyd and she's like, "Not many survived." The way her body language kind of looks to me is that she's feels guilty about something. I don't know.
Look, Donnie Brasco went undercover and started to love the gangsters he had to bust eventually, right? So it could be a situation like that she's actually loving these people that she's supposed to be, fell in love with the people that she's supposed to be keeping an eye on, conducting these experiments with. But now she cares about these people, you know?
Right. Okay. And then that kills your theory of Kenny's mom being the mole, since we're saying she's the one that Boyd is hearing.
No, she's dead. She's the dead woman. She's the one in the cart who dies.
Yeah.
Kenny's mom's out of here.
Yeah. Okay. That's all that I have.
Well, thank you for the call. Please,
Yeah, you did a great job. You shouldn't have been nervous.
A great job, and please call back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll keep watching the live. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Tony.
Thank
you.
Yeah, she was great. She was great. That was a great first call.
100%. So my whole theory when you're dealing with Donna, Eloise is Victor's mother, and I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. What happened was that Victor's mom says to hide in the bunker, away from this dude. Don't go outside because he's out there. I have to leave to go to the tower to free the children. And then we can all go home after that. That's what she says. She runs out, and then Eloise runs behind her. Victor's scared. He stays in there. Victor comes out when he's with Tabitha, and he says that this is where I seen her body, talking about his mother. So I think what happened here is that this crazy guy who had the ventriloquist, I see a lot of people now jumping on the ventriloquist thing that I've said a long time ago.
Creepy looking horror.
Yeah, that ventriloquist cat. He used to use that to entertain all the kids. That's why all the kids liked him, and that's why Victor's like all of a sudden he went crazy and stuff, right?
Chucky looking thing.
Yeah, he did that. He came. She pushed Eloise in the faraway tree. He killed her. Eloise went to the tower. She escaped. She went to the hospital and probably went back home with her dad. And now she was haunted by the memories and everything that she's seen. And her dad probably thought she was a nut and may have locked her up in a psychiatric ward or something because she kept constantly painting all these pictures as we see Jay drawing all these pictures, you know. And if someone draws something all over and again, people gonna think they crazy. They ain't gonna think they talking. They're gonna say, oh, something's wrong with this motherfucker. So he could have locked her up or did something like that. She could be in a psychiatric ward right now, Eloise, because the dad put her there, left her stuff up because he feels guilty about it. She's the one who set up. If you look at the picture, right? If you look at the picture, when he's outside, you can clearly see there's a bottle tree right here, which means to me, Eloise went through the bottle tree. She's hoping that her family can come through the bottle tree. So that's why she hung all these bottles out here, because she knows that's what got her home. So she just put it on a regular tree, thinking as a little kid that maybe my mother and brother be able to come home because I have this stuff out there, right? So that's why she put that out there. Obviously, they're not going to and everything else. And her dad and everyone else probably thought she's crazy, probably had her committed to a psychiatric hospital. And she's probably locked up in a psychiatric hospital right now.
I could definitely see that. Like what's her name? What's her name in Terminator 2? Sarah Connor.
Yeah, Sarah
Like,
Connor.
because she
everyone,
just knows.
everyone thought Sarah Connor was nuts.
Yeah, reminds me of a Sarah Connor Connor's type of situation. My Boston accent came out there. Sarah Connor kind of situation going on right there.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened to her. Eloise is probably locked up in a psychiatric ward somewhere, or she killed herself. But most likely she locked up in a psychiatric hospital, and she's gonna have to break her out.
And that's why the boy in white let Tabitha out, or kind of like guided her out.
The boy in white is Victor.
Oh yeah, you think the boy in white's Victor? Interesting.
He is Victor. I don't think it. I know it. I know it to be true. I know it to be true. I know it to be true. 100%. I know it to be true. When it's all said and done, you'll see. Everyone will see. Phil knows. He knows what it is. That's the way it's gonna go down and stuff. But yeah, so that's why I think that you add all that up. I'm telling you, that's what it is. When it comes down to Eloise, that's going to be the whole story. That's exactly how it's going to go down. That's why he's going to say, my daughter put those up in the tree. She's the one drawing all those pictures over and over again. He going to think she was a nut, locked her up in a psychiatric ward, she killed herself or something like that. Guaranteed that's how it's going to play off. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be.
Check out Tony's video on that.
Yeah, go look at the video. I already put it. I got a whole video on it. You go check that out. Let's go through some of these pictures. We keep skipping. We're gonna skip around because we keep going back.
But we'll be talking about this a lot between now and September.
Yeah,
we don't have to unpack it all just we literally made 5 shows, or you made 5 shows. It was when I was going through my shit. You made 5 shows. I jumped in on just on that 30-second teaser. I mean, we're gonna do a lot of streams on this thing.
Yeah, we got Raggedy Ann and Andy here. You know, just chilling here with the raccoon eyes and stuff, and then the dirty clothes. Feel bad for those kids, man. I really do. All right, so we see Kenny out here with Jade, with Jim, and we see our first
Scarecrow voodoo doll. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
right here.
Scooby doll. I don't know.
I mean, what's this? It's just a mask. It's like a bone mask. Someone said it's a skull. It's not a skull. It looks like a skull, but it
looks like it's carved, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's carved out. Everything else is sticks and twigs in there. And I think what's significant about this picture too is there's no snow around. There's not a drop of snow anywhere.
So is it earlier in the season before the snow kicks in?
No, it depends if it's earlier and they're gonna have the snow come later, or if they just reach a part of the forest that just ain't got no damn snow.
Right. Yeah. Far enough in, the snow isn't, or those storms are more localized. That leads into the overseer kind of thing, where only certain sections are facing certain things.
Mm-hmm. And it's got a slash right down the eye through that tooth. One line right there. It looks like it's an angel crown on its head, like it's that type of halo or something.
Or devil horns.
Or a crown of thorns or something like that. It does look something like that on there. And then you see Kenny about to pull his gun.
Yeah, Kenny about to break bad again.
And they got a backpack. So I'm thinking that, I don't know. You want me to give you my whole theory on this?
Go,
stuff?
yeah, go.
All right, so we're gonna go through it right now. Go through it. Go watch my video. Y'all can go watch the video, and you can see. All right, so this is what I think. You see here, it's Jade, right? Jade's here, and you can see right here, he's a someone in a red knit hat, correct?
Yep.
All right. Now, when Jade looks up, this is when he sees this person right here. All right. And you can see Jade's kneeling down. He looks up at the guy, right? He's looking there, and you see he looks up. All right. So what I'm thinking is what happens is we see this shot right over here. Did I pass it? No, not yet. Things are all jumbled up, not in any order, unfortunately. What I'm thinking is, you look here, you can see Jade is now wearing that knit hat, right? When he gets attacked by this guy, when the guy's grabbing him, You see, Chrissy's got like a knit shirt that's the same exact color. All right. People like to match. All right. People be matching. So we see in this shot. So it's two different scenes with Jade and this guy. It's the first scene and then the second scene when he's rocking the hat. And then we see, I know I put it in here. Did it go in here? Maybe I didn't get it in. No, I mean
that's what he said.
There is a scene that Chrissy is in the bear trap. It's Chrissy's foot. You could tell it's Chrissy's foot from the boots that she's wearing. So I'm thinking that Chrissy is out there with Jade, searching for food. That's her in the hat.
Yep.
She gets stuck in the bear track,
and he sees
tries to save her. He sees this dude comes, and this dude kidnaps her. I think he kidnaps her and takes her back. And then that's when Jade comes back in there and see, because you can see Christy's boots right here. That's why someone was saying those are the white shoes. You could easily see that these aren't the white shoes. These are boots that she has with like a thing sticking up there. It's not sneakers. So that's not her inside of the cart. I know someone said that earlier, but that's not what it is. So she gets kidnapped, and then Kenny and Jim go on this mission to find her. And then they go out here, and this is when they find that. Where is that picture?
Do you think this mission is after Kenny's mom gets killed?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's after. And that's when they go here. And you see the three people in the cabin in the woods, two cabins right here. Maybe three marked there, but definitely I think this is where they're holding her.
And obviously, to state the truth, compared to the last scene, this one where we saw these things before, things like this. Oh, that looks like Pinhead, yeah. But there's snow here.
There is snow here. There is snow here, and all over the roof and everything else.
Wait, in the background, is that that's not the tower in the background?
This right here, the light tower.
Is that the lighthouse?
Quite possibly, it's that tall. So I mean, it's good get. I think it is the white. I would say it is.
Or is it a tree? It's either that or it's just a tall tree in the background.
That tree's taller than everything else.
Yeah, that's like the Empire State's tree right there.
Yeah. So I think this is where they're keeping a prisoner right here, and they're going out there. I think Kenny gets messed up because his mom gets killed, but the fact that that Christy gets kidnapped is what gives him the vigor to go back out there.
Yeah.
And start chasing it and everything else. Again, if you go to the video I just put out today, I break it down better than I'm saying it right now and everything else. You know what I mean? So go out there and check out that video that I put out there today and all that good stuff. And
it definitely looks like Pinhead. It looks a lot like Hellraiser, Pinhead.
I mean, they had to be going for that, right?
Right. I mean, it's Nailhead.
Getting influenced by Pinhead. There's no way around it.
Yeah, that's totally Nailhead, not Pinhead.
And listen, the cabin in the woods. So when they said earlier, they said that it's going to show you a new threat. I think the new threat are these cannibalistic people who are out there. And
sorry, the ice cream truck's outside. I'm like, ice cream.
Oh, and when they someone said Kenny's mom's get killed. Yeah, she's dead. I'll go through the Kenny's mom why she's going to die right here. I'll break it down to you right now. Why it's Kenny's mother. I'll go through it and I'll prove it to you once and for all for anyone. Number one, let's go through it. You see Kenny's mom right here outside being terrorized, right? She's never been in a situation like this. This is when she's going to get killed, right? She gets killed there. All right. When we go all the way back to the beginning episode, right? The first thing that we see here, I can go back, but we see him pulling this cart. This is a small foot, little Asian foot. That's what that is. All right. He's pulling the cart. Boyd's pulling the cart. That's Kenny's mom. You also see Jade pulling the cart. So in order for Jade to care, that means both of these two people care about that person. All right. And you see other people on the side of the road who care about this person. So that means it's somebody important. Jade only cares about himself. And he cares about Kenny's family because He lives with Kenny's family, right? He lives with us. So that's why Jade wouldn't care. If it was Christy, Jade wouldn't be pulling that card. It'd be Kenny pulling that card with Boyd, right? And that's why everybody comes out to see it, because they all know her, because she's fed every single one of them. And that's why that is. When you see this scene right here, this is Boyd carrying her body to the funeral in the church. He's bringing her out there into the church right there, right? Kenny goes back to the diner because his mom is dead. He's got the flowers. This is after the funeral. He's got the flowers from the funeral, gets upset because the music comes on. He breaks that thing. All right. And then, right, that's when she gets killed. Ethan opened the door like an idiot.
Dumbass.
If you look here in this scene right here, this is the actual funeral taking place right here. You can see Boyd's in the front row. Ethan's right here. Kenny is in front of everybody.
Dressed in black.
In front of, and then you have Jim right here over there. This woman, I don't know who this is, this Indian woman. That is who I don't know who it is. Somebody's got dreadlocks over here.
Joe Dirty Locks.
But you could see that, oh, my bad. You could see right here that the body is right here, right across. You see the picture. You see the cross right there. So they're all at the, who are they all going to show up for at the funeral? They're all going to show up for Kenny's mother. And that's Kenny's mom at the, that's the funeral.
The person that cooks their breakfast.
Yep. And if you see, right, if you watch the video, you'll see Ethan gets up and he puts something down right here, flowers. Who is Ethan going to care about? If that was Christy, would Ethan get up there and put flowers for her? He don't care about her like that, but he does care about the woman who gives him waffles. He does care about the woman who plays board games with him and everything else. So 100% that's Kenny's mom's is getting got here. Without a doubt. I don't think that, to me, it's not debatable. Yeah. I don't think that.
I mean, she was high on our death list before this.
Yeah.
So I think this just verifies somebody that we both thought probably isn't making it, because it makes the most sense for Kenny's story for her to disappear, for him to further down the bad boy Kenny road that makes Carla very happy.
Yeah, look, Sean makes a good point. He says Kenny's mom was the cook and there's no more food, so no need for a character.
Yeah. Good point.
I mean, you could make that point in there and everything else. You know what I mean? Let me give a shout out to Fernandez T. He gave me a super chat yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to shout it out. So let me shout it out right now, Fernandez T. Thank you for that super chat last night, man. I truly appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we also missed a couple of super chats a few seconds ago. Let me see if I can get them up. Oh, yeah, Fernandez put this one up.
Greetings, gents. Callie will reveal anything. Will they reveal anything more about the spiders and the lighthouse and the lake anytime soon? I don't know about the lake, but the lighthouse and maybe some spiders. I'm not sure about spiders. I think they're going off into a different situation, dealing with these people. Because when you hear Boyd in the trailer, he goes, "We got ambushed." I think they get ambushed by those people. I don't think it's the monsters that ambush them.
Yeah, it seems like every season we're going to get more things, not necessarily looking back on everything, getting every answer. It seems like every season is going to amp up the danger, and it seems like that's our new thing this season.
Yeah, so Phil's a big Walking Dead fan in the beginning.
Yeah, you gotta,
right. So in the beginning of the Walking Dead, you had the walkers, right, and all that, but they had that one section of people, right? They had, what was it? Was the mayor?
The governor?
The governor, right? You had that governor who had his own section, who turned out to be the bad guy in the whole situation. It could be a situation where they're turning to a governor plot now.
Yeah.
But these guys are more like the people who put the walkers' blood on them in the faces and stuff like that. They seem to act more like that.
And we don't often, or I try not to do it too much, but I can't help myself with the Lost comparisons. There's the stuff to do with the island and what everything happens, Tony, and then I don't know how much of Lost you watched, and then there's the others, the other people that live on the island that start messing with them. So I don't know if we're gonna get into a other situation on this show. And no, this isn't Lost. It isn't 1-for-1 with it. But are there multiple things going on in this area at once? Are there other people that might be dangerous to us that aren't necessarily connected to the main storyline? I don't know if we're going to be introduced to more things like that this season, which might be interesting.
Damn, Kelly Johnson, what the hell is he saying here? Who got Timor shook, kangaroos or from creeps? Hey, no, I'll fucking kangaroo up, man.
Dude.
I mean, I've done said this multiple times, but I'm not beat the shit out of a kangaroo.
It depends the kangaroo.
Listen, y'all underestimating the. I'll fucking kangaroo up, man. I'm trying to tell you, ain't no kangaroo kick my ass. Are you crazy, bro?
It depends the weight class.
I don't care how much this damn kangaroo weighs, man. It ain't a rhinoceros.
If you put Julio Cesar Chavez in there with Butterbean, Butterbean's gonna win.
I seen a guy punch a kangaroo in the face, and the kangaroo just.
It was a little kangaroo.
He didn't want no more.
A big kangaroo would F you up, Tony.
Nah, man. I'm trying to tell you, fella. I'll fuck a kangaroo out, man.
This is happening at some point. Carla's going to make this happen for us.
I'll go to Australia with Carla and fuck a kangaroo.
We're good. We're good. We're doing this. Is a trip that Teflon TV with the Issues program. We're going to Kangaroo Land. We're going to Australia.
Australia. Going to Australia. Listen, I ain't worried about these kangaroos. I seen these kangaroos. I seen them, I seen dudes knock these things out, man. Come on. I seen that fighting style too, with the little feet and everything else.
Yeah.
That's all they got is those kicks.
You're not prepared for that. Then they grab onto you. You're in trouble.
They're never grabbing me. They just kick you. They go on their tail and they put those big ass feet on you. That's what that's their fighting style. Put those feet on you and try.
I just know I want to commentate that fight.
You'll see the kangaroo whip that, get his ass kicked, man. I'm trying to tell you. Fuck that.
Will there be a drug test for the kangaroo?
They better drug test that kangaroo. Goddamn it!
What if they're Ivan Drago?
We're having a Vanna test for the kangaroo.
Thank you.
We're having a Vanna test for the kangaroo. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm representing. Trust me, I guarantee you. I seen dudes stand up there like, catch that kangaroo. A kangaroo was like, oh shit. I seen it in the video. You can't tell me nothing. All right. Anyway, here's a picture of Tabitha. You see she's got Victor's lunch pail strapped on her out here and everything else. You know what I mean? So I think this is what convinces her, Victor's father, to open the door to him, because he sees the lunch pail. She shows him the lunch pail, shows him the stuff inside, and that's what convinces him.
I have a question, Tony. I guess it's more of a basic overall question. Looking at everything we've seen here in this trailer, I mean, I know it's all part of the same thing, but do you think where we are with Tabitha is the real world?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
It's a real world. Is
it the same world that she got lost from? That she got that they left to get into?
See, that's the key. Is it the exact same? I don't know. She may be in an alternate dimension.
Interesting.
An alternate dimension. I think we're dealing with alternate dimensions here, and she may be, because if you look at the stuff that you see in from, like you look at the colas, they give you the name of colas, but it's always slightly off than the actual cola in the real world. Now you could say they're doing that because they don't want to get sued, or the company, yada yada, this, that, and everything else. Could be a situation like that, but that's what it is. London South Rensselaer. He said the guy looks too young to be Victor's father. The guy's what, 76 years old in real life?
Something like that. I think that's what they said.
Yeah, the guy's 76 years old, dude. 76. Victor's character is supposed to be 50 in the show. That means he had to have him by 26, 76 years old. That's what I'm telling
73, somebody said.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the young people, this is what young people, they don't understand what an older person looks like. I'm telling you, they expect when you're young, and when you get around 45, you realize that, right, Phil? You realize that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
When you're 20, 30 and you're thinking about a 50-year-old, you're thinking like it's Joe Biden. When you're 20 years old, you're thinking it's so. When you reach around 40, 45 to 50 and around then, you start seeing 30 years old that look like babies to you.
Yep.
You look at this 30-year-old and like, oh my God, this person's 30. Look like a baby. Like, right? You know what I mean? So so I think what happened is people be getting confused with the age, with the way people look and stuff like that. But no, that guy's definitely old enough to be Victor's father, 100%. I mean, 73. Victor's character is 23. That means if you had him at 23, it would be like that.
You know what's
Or-
funny about the Golden Girls? I feel like when the Golden Girls was on, they were supposed to be in their 40s and 50s and stuff like that.
Were they really?
I believe I gotta see. Maybe they were like late 50s, early 60s or something like that. But if people would think they were their 80s or something, only Sophia was supposed to be really old. I feel like the other ones were supposed to be younger than you think on the show back in the day. But
Yeah, it's garbage at facts. They think 45-year-olds supposed to look like 80 years. Yeah, look. LL Cool J is 60-something years old, yo. Does he look? I mean, you wouldn't think he's like, if someone just like, told you, I'm telling you right now, he's 60. You would be like, what? 50? Eminem is 51. That's a 51-year-old man. Eminem and 50 Cent walking around. Snoop Dogg's 53. I mean, so I mean, my father died. He passed away, got arrested. So when he was 50, right, and I was 23. And I always thought that my dad was old. You know what I mean? But I realize now he was a young man when he passed away. He was a young man. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. I think people just get the ages messed up. Like I said, Denzel Washington's like 68 years old.
yeah, especially now. I think what I was thinking more. I think all the Golden Girls were supposed to be in their 60s, and then Sophia was in her 80s. But when you look at 60-year-olds now, they don't look like the Golden Girls.
No, the generation. Look, these teachers don't look like the teachers we went to school with now.
Oh gosh, no.
These teachers I see in these schools got on leggings and thigh-high boots and big asses and shit. The teachers I went to school with wore dresses. They look terrible. Like you would never even think about having sex with these teachers. These teachers now look like they in a damn strip club. They just look younger. You look at them like, God damn.
Yeah.
Man, I had a teacher named Miss Peabody. Ain't no Miss Peabodys out there now at all. So I am a teacher. It's the truth. It's what it is. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. So now that dude definitely old enough to be Victor's pops, man.
Yep.
That's just the way it is and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these teachers scandalous, man. They scandalous. Let's go on to a couple more pictures and stuff. We'll stay on for a little bit. We'll do 2 hours. Perfect. And we'll wrap it up after that.
Yeah,
I gotta watch the Olympics and shit.
Oh yeah, me too. And we got to rock tomorrow, anyways, for the last.
Yeah,
couple
we
weeks.
gotta do the House of the Dragon stream.
Now, yippee ki House of the Dragon. That's awesome. But now I'm just like, can this get over with so we can get to From?
Yeah.
Like two more weeks of this, Tony. Like I'm excited to talk to Bridge, but but other than that, I was like, can we just?
Yeah, I'm done with the Dragon right now.
Yeah, right, aren't you?
I watch the 2 episodes and I'll do the last one. You can see I don't do no videos for it because I'm not really into it. I like the show. I think it's a good show
it's
and
good.
Everything else, but it's not. From is my show. Also, let me put it out there in case you don't know, Phil. Let me put it out there for you. So we'll be covering this too on this channel and Phil's channel too. We have Dexter starts in
the new Dexter
December. You'll have the new Dexter. That is Dexter. I think it's First Blood. And
isn't that Rambo? You mean Rambo First Blood?
Yeah, no, it's Dexter First Blood.
Oh, it's right. The Rambo First Blood. Serious. I was confused.
And then they're in January. They're filming Dexter Resurrected with Michael C. Hall.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they're saying that he didn't bleed out from that shot. I don't know what they're saying, but I know Michael C. Hall is in it. I know in Dexter Youngblood, he's doing the voiceover for the guy talking to him. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? But you got 2 Dexter shows coming out soon.
Interesting.
And I think maybe they said, hey, this ending was terrible. We got to do it again. Let's do it again. Dexter Resurrection. He didn't bleed out. He makes it.
One more time. One more time.
But Michael C. Hall said he never wanted to come back as the character, and he's coming back.
Give you a couple million reasons why.
Yeah, I got no doubt about it. But maybe it's something interesting too that he's seen the direction they're going with and everything, and he likes it.
Yeah, very possible.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, young Dexter killing people and Dexter New Blood should be good, and all that. And we'll see what they do with that. All right, so Jim's on the phone here, Phil. Who's he on the phone with?
Oh, I'm totally. It's going to be the same voice as before. It would be a wasted opportunity if it isn't.
I agree. What about Tabitha?
Do I think he's talking to Tabitha?
How would she get the number?
No. Unless, no, I don't think so. Maybe later in the season, there might be some way for Tabitha to communicate once she figures out the basement, once she connects with Eloise, all that sort of comes together. Maybe there might be a way for her to communicate, but this is more beginning of the season when he's freaking out where she is and they call to fuck with him some more.
Yeah, it could be a situation like that. Like, Jim, you got your wife down here assed up.
You bet. Maybe Tony, maybe it's a way that and this is again a Lost thing where they used the others, kidnapped Michael, who was actually played by Harold Perrineau's son, and used him getting his son back to use him to go against our heroes. So this could be maybe them going, oh, you want to know where Tabitha is? Even if they can't help him, knowing that she's gone, trying to use that to bring Jim to be a mole, to do things for them on the inside. I'm not saying that's definitely happening, but maybe that's why they're calling him, to try to get him to go on the inside and go against our group, so to speak.
Could be the dudes in the cabin. If they got a phone up in there.
Yeah, they do. They got a satellite. They could have a satellite phone.
If they have a phone up in there, they could be calling down saying this stuff. If we told you, don't let that chick dig that hole, didn't we?
Yep. That's what
told
happened.
you that now we gonna dig her hole.
You sure do got a pretty mouth, Jim. Don't dig that thing.
Could be a situation like that going down there. Jim, the master, Captain Obvious. Things are getting bad here, huh?
Yes.
Really, Jim?
My
Really,
wife
Jim?
is gone. My wife is gone.
What made you think that, Jim? Your wife being gone? The food not being good? What made you think, oh, things are getting bad here, huh? Well, yeah, no, Jim. They're fucking great. We ain't got no goddamn food. Cows are fucking dead. Yeah, this is the fucking best time of my life, Jimbo.
His hair still looks nice, though.
Why would they make... I gotta blame the writers. Like, what are we doing to this fucking guy? Why are you giving him this right? Things are getting bad, huh? No, Jim, no. I just got shot in my fucking shoulder. I got clawed by a fucking monster here. I was handcuffed to the wall. I had worms in my fucking body.
It's going great. It's going great, Jim.
What would make you think that, Jimbo?
Ooh.
What make you think that?
Jim. Listen, Jimbo. That's gonna be the most insulting thing to call somebody named Jim. It's like
Jimbo?
Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo. It's so condescending. Come on, Jimbo. Who you talking to on the phone, Jimbo? But yeah, I think it has to be them messing with him or them sort of tapping into him, and it would make a lot of sense if it was the same voice.
It would. I think if they don't, you're right.
It's a wasted opportunity. It would be fun.
It'll ruin it. We see this chick handing the keys to Boyd. So we got a brand new ambulance, Phil.
Yep.
So we got a brand new person in here with the ambulance.
It's not us, unfortunately. They didn't hire you and me as ambulance drivers.
They goddamn should have.
Right.
I think we got the ambulance scene here. I think we could figure out what's going on.
Yeah, what I want to know in these scenes, and what I'm interested to find out, and I mean, I guess we've seen it. We saw it in the first teaser.
Why is the milkman killing the cow? Why did they have the milkman do that, man?
Irony, Tony. But why aren't they killing Boyd?
They refuse to kill Boyd.
They refuse to kill Boyd. They will not kill him.
They will not kill Boyd. I guess they want to break him before they kill him.
It's no fun if they kill him before they break him. Is that with everybody and he's just harder to break, or is it specifically against Boyd?
Do I have the Fatima mouth pictures? Do I have that?
I didn't see them.
I have that picture with the bloody mouth here.
Yeah, it looks like she got hit or something like that.
Yeah, but the one picture, she's pulling the teeth out of her mouth.
Ugh. Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I'm thinking that might be some poltergeist situation. You know what I mean? When the guy ripped his face off in the sink, I don't think I have. When the guy was ripping his face off in the sink and shit in Poltergeist, and then he looked back up and he really wasn't. You remember that scene?
Yes. Horribly. I tried to forget it, but but I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Thanks.
I'm thinking that it could be a poltergeist situation with that.
I mean, that's one thing we know this show is good at, taking the influences of other things and spinning their own way on it. Last season, you could say that they took some influence from Nightmare on Elm Street. So you know that they're not against doing certain things, but not doing it exactly the same way, not doing like in a cloying way, like spinning it and doing their own take, like a musician being inspired by something. So I do think Jimbo is a big lesson, and we're already seeing it in the trailer, Tony, with as you mentioned, there's no way they weren't influenced by making Pinhead with the way they designed that particular situation. So definitely there could be a poltergeist.
They got a soda machine that's got the Pepsi colors. I mean,
Jimbo doesn't look that upset that Tabitha's gone in anything that we've seen so far.
He should be, goddamn it. I'd be upset if she was gone.
Yeah, damn, he should be. Yeah.
I'd be fucking devastated if she was gone. Victor, we talked
Victor and Sarah. That my question before, and am I missing? Have we had a Victor and Sarah scene before?
No, never.
And I think this might yield some really interesting results.
Yeah, well, Victor's telling him he's got to find the answers and stuff, and Sarah may have the answers for Victor.
Exactly. These are two characters that we've been screaming, or I've been screaming, that need to talk. We actually see in a scene talking, which might address one of the things I've been hoping to see in this season, more of characters sharing notes. So, and these are two important ones for figuring stuff out, I think.
I agree 100%. How about Tabitha in the confessional in the booth?
If they didn't want to, if they wanted to, why do we have to kill Father Cautry? I'm still pissed off they killed him so early, but whatever. So we get new Father Creepy here, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, we get the new father. This dude.
Yeah, Father Otto. He looks like Otto Hightower, like a little older.
We get a super chat from Downtown 296. Saw the season 3 poster on Facebook, and Christy is wearing the red beanie that Jade later wears.
Yeah, Tony was saying that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I did. I just said that, right?
Yeah. Or you were saying she was wearing a sweater that possibly.
Yeah, I said it was Christy, right? I said, but I didn't see the beanie, but I seen the sweater, and I said it was gonna match. So yeah, listen, Don, I got this, man. Just listen to me. I'm always right, man. I got this. I'm telling you, she get bagged up, she get caught up, and she getting kidnapped by these people, man. That's what it is. That's why he rocking the beanie.
Do you think that Tabitha left just to get away from Jimbo? I mean, there's definitely a possibility.
She might not want to come back. If the kids weren't there, she might say, "Fuck it."
Yeah. If she can get Ethan and Julie to come too, like Big Jimbo can stay in Frumland all he wants. He can be the dude hanging with the chains up the next that guy.
But thank you from Downtown for the confirmation and stuff like that. So there you go. The Don Tony Teflon once again. I'm knocking them out the park for you guys, man. Just keep. You're
getting receipts all over the place,
right here, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna see all the stuff I'm saying is coming true. This is what it's gonna be when it's all said and done, man.
Flipping.
Now, Pagan Side said, "Do you think it may be Christy screaming?" And no, I think. I don't, because I think that's the dealing with the monsters. I think Christy's getting kidnapped by the cannibals. So what they do to her, Jesus, she did you watch The Boys this season, Phil?
I haven't finished the season yet.
Oh,
because I've been a little behind.
Did we get the Tech Night part?
Not yet. So
right. Yeah, I gotta say that. But I think that may happen to her. She might get Tech Nighted.
Ooh, I mean, I can't wait.
Yeah, I couldn't wait either. She might get Tech Nighted though. We talked about that in the basement, and we talked about that. Them being out there searching for these people.
Oh yeah, see, she's in trouble. She's in trouble.
Nah, she's going. She's a goner. She's a going. Unfortunately, listen. One of the nicest interviews we've done is with her.
Oh, she's amazing.
Mad, cause we're gonna have her on this season too, guaranteed. She'll definitely come on. I ain't even worried about that. I got her on Facebook and stuff. I'll just hit her up personally and get her on and stuff like that. But yeah, no, she's definitely a goner. Unfortunately, she's a goner.
The milkman seems to be the smiley guy in this.
He's the milkman has lost some weight. The other one was fatter.
Yeah, he's looking slim.
He is. The milkman is slim as hell.
He's
tried to tell me that's not the milkman. Told us the ice cream man.
Okay, either way, he's gone down to 2%. he's gone from whole milk to 2%, Tony. He's gone maybe skim milk even.
Man. It's goddamn milk, man. Yeah, Ethan, the only reason I'll give him the pass is if this chick impersonated the mother's voice.
Maybe.
That's it. See the boy in white. Once again, this is a flashback scene to when Victor first met him. And, you could see the house.
So you're saying when Victor met himself?
Yes. When Victor met the version of the boy in white, which is himself. Yep. And you see the house is nice and clean. The car is nice and clean. This is definitely back in the day. We see the blood mouth. Yep. I think I've said it already. What was that? Elgin looking concerned. I don't know if he's looking at this chick coming through the door. Like, damn, you think that it's possible that she could be turning into that baby inside of her, sucking the soul out of her?
I mean, very possible. We've definitely talked about that and examined that a little bit because most people, I mean, I think it's one of those undeniable things that's her in Elgin's dream.
Yeah.
And if that's actually some sort of vision of the future, then absolutely. And I mean, I know we're going by the clothing and the hair, but that's her. So yeah, Tony, she could be again, to go a Nightmare on Elm Street piece. Slowly, but like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, she could slowly but surely being taken over by some other entity that's kind of taking over her body.
Yeah, listen, she's losing them teeth like a meth addict, bro.
Yeah.
Jade now put some strings up. I do believe this hints towards string theory.
Yeah.
People are saying it's a different design down there. It's almost the same design. It's not. It's just about the same. I mean, I would say it's more the same than different. On design that he was drawing, it does look kind of the same. I think he's just getting in the position like the kids were.
He's trying to see it, like any genius.
I think we did that. We talked about that.
Bullshit.
Talked about that boy getting yoked up. We know that it's Chrissy outside.
I guess we don't see. Do we see Marielle in any of this trailer or Tilly?
No Marielle, no Tilly. Not at all.
But we do see Randall. We do see Captain America.
Yeah, you do see Randall.
So it seems like Randall will be probably the biggest of those characters from that season, like carrying over to this season. From just that way, where he happens to show up in the trailer.
Randall's probably gonna get killed this season, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But okay, you've talked about this before. Characters getting in the same situations and not surviving twice. We do see in the trailer Randall being in another situation where it seems like he's completely dead, or I guess this is a bigger question. Is the whole some people are too fun to kill just a Boyd thing, or certain people going to just be toys for them? Like, is someone like Randall going to be more fun for them to scare the shit out of him every time and not kill him?
Let me pull it up over here I'm gonna pull up the trailer again.
There's a damn fly in my fucking. I feel like the Breaking Bad episode. I'm gonna go crazy.
I renew nothing. Leave me alone.
Get this fucking fly out of here.
Oh, this is the what? This is the last.
Yeah, it autoed to the last trailer.
Bastards. like when you see Randall.
Bastards.
Yeah.
It's a good bastard. That's a good bastard. Some people swear really well. That was a really good bastards. Bastards. Like, I want to sample that for something. That was good.
Somehow.
Goddamn fly. If you come near me, I'm gonna Breaking Bad your ass. Yeah, bitch.
See her, she got sliced up and stuff.
Yeah, who is that?
That's Julie.
That's Julie. Oh shit.
Of course it's Julie. You could tell it's Julie by the shirt.
Yeah, the shirt. Yeah, it's true. The shirt.
You can tell it's her.
I know. I'm sorry. The shirt. Yep. I can totally tell it's Julie now.
Yeah, looks like she gets sliced up and and that's where they gotta take care of her. Up there's the foot right there. Why is it?
On a foot, I'll get you a foot.
Why is it not showing? Right there, you can see that's the same leg. So this right here is Christy getting
That's
caught in the
Christy.
bear trap.
Yep.
And I think it's those guys who catch her. I'm telling you, that's why she gets caught. Jay goes down there to help her.
The
That guy
cannibal
shows
animals.
up. And that's it. That's why he's rocking her hat and shit and everything else. But they grab her up, guaranteed. Ain't the monsters putting that bear trap out. We got this is the poltergeist scene right here with the blood in the mouth.
So coming off this trailer, who are some of the characters that we've talked about? Kenny's mom. Is there anybody else in this trailer that you're like, yeah, this character's dying this season?
Randall, I think, right here.
Randall. Yeah,
This
Randall.
chick right here, you see she's at nighttime, right? This is the chick. You see the guy in white right here. This could be the driver of the ambulance dead. I've never seen the sexy monster before, but that's what's going on here. That's a new monster right here, sexy monster. And the cop's got the gun on somebody, right? It's nighttime. The cop's got the gun on somebody.
Oh, there it is. There's a scene you were
There-
talking about with her.
Yeah,
ripping out
there
her
you
teeth.
go. That's the meth scene, the meth mouth
Yeah.
scene.
She's
Could be-
cheesing.
Yeah, it could be poltergeist scene or something like that, but it could maybe it's happening, maybe it's not.
Was that Ethan right there
Yeah,
in the dark?
this thing is finicky. It doesn't want to show Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan is in trouble.
Yeah, that's when Sarah comes out and says shh and grabs him and his sister up.
Be very quiet. There's monsters in the house.
Where's the damn Randall?
Yeah, Randall's looking pretty. Oh, we just passed another shot of Kenny's mom in the dark there, looking like she's about to get grabbed right there. Yeah, she does not look like she's in a good position right
Yeah,
now.
she's out of here. She's out of here. There ain't no way around that. This is the chase scene. They run
Hey,
out.
Tony, I'm going to slightly disagree with you and Randall. What I get out of Randall is here, he keeps getting into situations where he should die, but somehow doesn't.
Yeah, he's out of here. Can't find this shot with Randall.
But there is one where they're surrounding him on all sides. I know the shot you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's when he's laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, this is when they're coming for Boyd. You know, I can't find it right now. I have to find. I have to get a new picture of it and shit and all that. But yeah, that's what. Yeah, but yeah, he may get blasted. I think the way he's holding down, and maybe he got shot.
And I guess maybe not death, but you're taking the Christie being possibly kidnapped coming off this trailer as well.
Chrissy's getting kidnapped. She's gonna get yoked up by these people. That's what's gonna send Kenny out there, and Kenny's mom dies. That's what I can guarantee you. That's happening from this trailer. Those things I guarantee you. Anyone thinking that that's a dream about Boyd and all that, about Jade seeing those people, just a dream, you're wrong. It's not gonna happen.
And I think this is a weird one coming to the trailer. I think Julie is definitely surviving a long time. She's the last Matthew standing.
Yeah. I mean, she's got the cut on the thing, and they're ripping.
Yeah, but she's just gonna keep getting hurt. If she didn't die last season, being one of the three,
They all got to get fucked up once. Or one of the Randalls, they all gonna get hurt a little bit. Jim got hurt. Tabitha twisted the ankle. Ethan got stabbed. It's her turn to take a blow.
Yep.
And that's what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah,
no Diddy.
Yeah. I agree. I kind of love Etsy. You know, I agree with that. I think the ambulance came at night and Randall got shot trying up. It's easily could be a situation like that where Randall comes up there, tries to save the cop. The cop turns around, thinks the monster, busts Randall right in the fucking chest. That could happen. I could easily see that happen. Some fire, some cross. Randall, we said before, he's always tried to play the hero and shit. So
I just think Randall's gonna die in a weird way. That's not gonna be traditional. So something like that could happen. Some crossfire or something like that.
yeah, he's always trying to play the hero. So it definitely could be like that. All right, let's get up out of here. I want to thank everybody for rocking with us. Everyone coming through and all that. especially for the issues guys for rocking and everything else. We'll be back with another stream Wednesday nights, always the time. We're back on Wednesday. You know how we do on Wednesdays and everything else. You know that's our day, and that's when we do our stuff. Back Wednesday with some more. I'll probably drop another video. House of the Dragon tomorrow. We'll be doing that 6:30, and then Phil the Issues guy after show for House of the Dragon on the Issues channel. Make sure if you're a House of the Dragon fan, you tune into both of those things. And until then, you know what it is. You like the way we do this, please thumbs up to spread this across the realm. And as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is.